Hi, my name's Phil Zuber, and I teach biology here at Jenison High School. I've been doing so since 2007. I've been teaching since 1998. Um, Welcome to the open house. I just want to give you a quick overview of biology and what it is exactly that we're going to do this year. Some of the concepts that we cover this year. So this is the chapter that we start with. We like to title it Why Science. We talk a lot about the scientific method and the processes of that and why science in general is really important. Then we move into biochemistry. This is where we are currently going right now. We'll talk a little bit about the atoms and molecules that make up living things and also focus on some of the inorganic molecules that are important to life, such as water. Then we will jump into ecology. So we will look at the bigger picture themes, what it means to be a population, what it means to be a species, look at the population interactions, and then we jump into community interactions, ecosystems as a whole, biomes, and then ultimately the biosphere. There will be a really large project that students will do with this chapter as well. Then we get into cellular biology. We'll learn a little bit about the concepts of cells, what makes cells different from each other, what similarities they have to one another. Then we kind of get into what we call cellular energetics. So we'll look at metabolism, photosynthesis, and cell respiration, how they're related to each other. We then move on into cell division and reproduction with a specific emphasis on diseases such as cancer. We'll hit in this section. Move into DNA, learn a bit about the structure of DNA, how DNA organizes itself into chromosomes, and what information we can actually glean from this information there. Then we move into genetics, where we will apply the concepts of chromosomes and DNA to a bigger inheritance. And then we tackle the concepts of history of life and the forces of change throughout time. And then we will end the year with human impacts. Many of these negative impacts, but we do also focus on some of the positive impacts of humanity on ecosystems and on the world as a whole. Other themes that I would like to emphasize that we work on with the students throughout the year is student growth. Biology is primarily freshmen, and it's kind of like an orientation to high school and high school expectations. Organization is a huge one. This is a skill they don't necessarily have. This is a theme that we will be working on throughout the whole year. Taking personal responsibility in their own education is another one. Responding to challenges. This class will be challenging. It's typically one of the tougher classes that freshmen take. How do they respond to challenges is going to be a big theme throughout the year. Taking pride in your work and accomplishments. That's another one, and this kind of could be tagged along with the last one. Do things to increase knowledge. Don't do them to get it done. So the difference between doing things so they can gain points versus doing things to actually understand and learn. So those are some of the other themes that we'll have throughout this year. I really look forward to this school year working with your child. As always, feel free to contact me through email or through phone. Email is definitely the best because I do also coach here at the high school, so it can sometimes be a little tough through phone calls after school. Take care. Thank you for stopping by.